Hi Aries, what's up? Welcome to your September reading. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. We're going to be seeing what messages need to come through for you guys for this upcoming month. See what you need to look out for, what you can expect, get some insight, guidance, overall see the vibes for Aries placements in September 2024. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. Let's get into your reading, Aries, and let's see what your messages are for this month ahead. September 2024 for Aries. What is going on? Your first card out here, we have the fish. I always see the fish as Pisces, so you could be dealing with a Pisces or have Pisces placements. We do actually have our first eclipse in Pisces taking place on the 17th this month. We have the owl, we have the mouse. Okay, Spirit is really wanting you to take a look at the bigger picture. Things right now may appear to be one way, but there's a whole other side of the story. That's really what I'm seeing here. It's so interesting how all of your cards is like black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white, and then we get color. There's a situation you're dealing with, Aries, that is developing at this moment, and it's only going to get more clear as this month progresses. Obviously, when this reading is up, we're still in our final days of August, but it seems like there's a story going on right now, and it could be something that you've been kind of antsy, kind of restless, a little bit nervous about. Now, this might be what you're anticipating for the future, the unknown, what's going to happen, kind of getting all worked up about all these different possibilities, different paths, different scenarios. You may also be finding yourself kind of stewing on some past situation, and you're thinking about what you could have done or alternate paths that you could have took back then, and like your mind is like scattered. And with the rabbit to the fish, it's really saying get anchored and be here now and try to be in the present. There are a lot of circumstances and even just emotions. Okay, fish is water. That's the only water element we have out here so far. We have some air, we got some earth, a little bit of fire. Okay, we got like all the elements. But so it's showing right now, or like kind of near future vibes, emotions are playing a big part in this situation. How you feel at this moment is going to change a lot. It's going to transform quite drastically in September. So you can kind of just let the current take you to where you're supposed to go. That's going to be great. I feel like some of you have been swimming against the current, something about, and maybe there's been some tides, some turns, some curves, but like, yeah, things right now could be up in the air for you, but it's showing you're going to get more clarity as this month progresses. And your inner wisdom, your inner knowing with the owl, it's guiding you. It's guiding you. There's this deep push towards something you've known for quite a while. Like there's this deep inner knowing here. But I think with the mouse, it's like you're getting so caught up on how or when or like all the itty bitty details, and Spirit is wanting you to like zoom out. Sometimes the mouse comes out when you're becoming too controlling or just like super obsessive over how things are going to unfold or how you're going to make something happen, or like, I don't know, the mouse sometimes can be just the energy of feeling overwhelmed. And it's like you are receiving a lot of downloads from Spirit. You are receiving a lot of messages and insights and clear signs and signals on which way to go or what the right path is. So you really are just having to trust that. I do see that throughout September, you're having more trust in your inner knowing, your intuition. But it's like there is this irritability with the hyena coming out. Normally, you guys, I don't normally take this many animal cards, but so just roll with me here. The hyena can sometimes represent like a situation that's uncomfortable and you're kind of tiptoeing around it. You could be dealing with a situation or a person where you feel like you have to walk on eggshells or be extremely cautious. The hyena can represent using humor to mask some sort of pain or discomfort, like I said. And it's like there's this vibe of like beating around the bush. So I don't know what that's about, but it's like you may feel at times like you're being forced to stay silent or quiet and that's not working with you anymore. Like, you're getting to this point where you have to speak up or you have to use your voice. Some of you have been really like holding back or trying not to draw too much attention. There could be somebody that's being very pushy around you or controlling or trying to dominate you is what I'm hearing. So, I mean, like, literally the lamb to the hyena. The hyena is looking over at the lamb and kind of being like, shut up, lamb. It's just like the lamb looks very timid and shy and like, oh, I don't want to like piss anybody off or say the wrong thing or make the wrong move. And like, you know, so, you're going to find a way to maneuver through this. And even with the hyena, I mean, hyena can even talk about like sobriety, being on some sort of like break from some kind of like, I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. You might be taking a break from smoking. You might be taking a break from like alcohol. You might be taking a break from certain foods or certain people or certain habits. This is like taking the sober path, and sometimes life can be very sobering. And it's like coming to some sort of realization, but it's about this deep inner truth that you already had all along, but you were kind of on the fence about it, or you're kind of like weaving through like two different sides, or like, who knows, y'all. That's what I'm seeing. That's how I translate these cards, so let's just roll with it. I have a couple new decks that I am starting to work with, new tarot decks, so I'm kind of curious to incorporate these into the reading. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to start off with the Good Tarot. This deck specifically, the author, the creator, the illustrator, the Good Tarot is literally the name, Good Tarot. It's like good energy, positive messages. So I figured let's start off with some high vibe messages, and then we can clarify and get a deeper understanding as to your situation, what you can expect during September for Aries placements. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Please show me clearly what is going on for Aries in the month of September 2024. I love the color. It's so gorgeous. Okay, what's going on with Aries? We have your first card out here, Four of Earth. Okay, and the World is at the bottom. Now, this Four of Earth, this is all about your stability. This is all about your tangible world, your tangible reality, and the ground you're standing on is quite solid. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but she's got like these little, it's kind of like, she's got these antennas, or like, not antennas, but like, what are those? You know what I mean. Okay, whatever, the things on her head, right? Certain animals like deer, moose, have these antlers, that's the word, antlers, but it kind of makes me feel like it could represent a crossroad, or it could represent two different paths, two different possibilities, two different directions, in terms of your stability, or in terms of, you know, this path that you're on. And the fact that the World's at the bottom, which is number 21, this is signifying that this is a turning point for you, Aries, and depending on what you choose, leads to two different outcomes. This could also be involving love or your relationships, your emotions. We have the Ace of Water, which does talk about connections and your feelings. So it's kind of like, I think that you're going to be reaching this point of acceptance. Whatever path you end up choosing, it's showing here you're creating space for more harmony, more peace, more love, good times, good vibes, okay? But you are needing to get grounded, and some of you are needing to save your money, or, well, let's get some more detail on this. Show me clearly what's going on for Aries. What's going on for Aries in the month of September 2024? Thank you. All right, so we have the Hermit and the Five of Air. Five of Air, it's Five of Swords. It's a different take in this deck, as you can see with the images. So I'll explain that in a second. We have Hermit. This card is Virgo energy. We're in Virgo season. This is about taking a time out for introspection. Notice all the keys that are at the top, right? There's so many different possibilities. Again, it's like fork in the road. You go down this way, you go down that way. Kind of explains why we had the rabbit at the bottom of the animal deck. And I was like, okay, it's like you could be feeling just very overwhelmed with life and which path to take, or where to begin, or what to start first. And it's showing that you may need some time out. You might need a break. You might need to just like lock yourself away, spend some time to get more clarity on what would feel the best for you. Okay? You're going to get clarity on which key is going to unlock the desired door or get to the desired outcome. But some of you, it's like you could be resisting going into hermit mode, or it's like you're trying to stay busy. People might be disrupting or distracting you. We have the Five of Air in this card, in this deck. The Five of Air represents challenging, to be different, and kind of, it's about balance as well. Notice how she's a ballerina. I don't know, some of you could be dancers, or you are into dancing, or maybe this is saying like taking up dancing or something like that. But she's like balancing on her little tippy toe. And so it's like there's a situation where you're getting back in your groove, or you're getting back in your zone, and you're able to find a path that speaks the loudest to you, even if like other people don't quite understand, or people might go against what you're saying, or might kind of look at you funny, or it's like do you dare to be different? Do you dare to challenge the society or the expectations that are placed on you? So there's something there as well. We have the King of Wands at the bottom. Or, oh no, just kidding, King of Earth. I thought it was Wands because of the fiery colors, the orangey, reddy colors, but King of Earth. This is definitely could be about your job, your stability, just like bringing in more stability and structure and abundance in your life, okay? So, what's going on with Aries? You maybe need to take a break from some drama or tension as well. Ace of Cups, or what we call Ace of Water in this deck. Okay, so yeah, there's like certain connections that are moving in and out of your life. There's certain people that you're trying to figure out who you want to surround yourself with, who embraces your unique side, your unique qualities, versus those who are trying to like restrict or limit you or put you in a box or control you. It's like you want to be free. You want to kind of dance and be your most like free-spirited, authentic self, and you're needing to be around those who allow you the space and allow you to express yourself the most authentically. And so again, Two of Fire at the bottom. This is about crossroad vibes and not exactly seeing that far ahead, but the path you're supposed to take, it is lit up, or it's going to become lit. It's going to become revealed through September on like what connections or what relationships, whether it be romantic, whether it be financial partnerships, whether it be family, etc., etc., etc. It's going to be illuminated on like who you want to collaborate with, who you want to share your time, your energy, your intimacy with, right? It's the path that you're supposed to take will be illuminated in not that long of time. Probably by that full moon in Pisces, you're going to get a lot more clarity. Even with this giraffe in this card, like giraffes, they are big ass animals. It's kind of like looking at the bigger picture, right? Besides, if you're standing on the ground, you'd be much shorter. You're only able to see things from like, a lower perspective. So it's kind of like, can you somehow zoom on out and see the bigger picture? We also have the star underneath that, which is all about your dreams and hopes and fulfillments about the future. So some of you could be holding on to certain people that you've outgrown, and perhaps this door, right, in the Hermit, perhaps this door isn't ready for you to walk through until you clear those that maybe aren't the best influences, or people that make you have to like water yourself down, or make you have to silence yourself, or make you feel like, how I was saying at the beginning of this reading, I was like, you may feel like you have to walk on eggshells, or you never quite know how someone's going to react, or I don't remember exactly what I said, but something like that. It's like there are some people that could be holding you back. I just gotta say it. There could be some people holding you back, and until you take the time out to really be selective, then this door unlocks. You have some sort of new door, a new start in your connections, relationships, and emotional fulfillment and well-being. All right, let's get maybe one more. This This is the first reading I'm using with this deck, you guys, so let me know if you're vibing with it. We have Strength, which is Leo energy. But yeah, let me know if you're vibing with this. I'm feeling it out. This is like I've been kind of learning it a little bit. But yeah, let me know your thoughts if you vibing with this, if you like it. But yeah, so Strength, and again the 2 fire is still at the bottom. So I really love this little lion on the side. He's kind of like roaring. It's like giving people the space to vocalize their thoughts, their feelings, and support them, and vice versa. It's like kind of, again, like what I was saying, it's like you're needing to be around those who have this healthy respect and reciprocation when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to support, when it comes to being there for one another. So again, whether that be romantic, financially, business-wise, family, friendship, like, you get me. It's kind of like you have to have these standards for yourself so that you can flourish and be the most successful and the most abundant and the most happiest. And so again, it's showing here you have some choices to make in regards to that. Okay, well, I don't know, I'm wondering about this deck. I'm like, is this the vibe? We're gonna go with it today. I'm also gonna use a different tarot deck as well. What is this? The Gilded Tarot. I literally had a brain fart. I had to look at the box. The Gilded Tarot. Okay, why is the 4 of Earth here? Why the 4 of Earth? Yeah, like that hyena, it kind of feels like a bossy person, right? It feels like there could be someone trying to, like, boss you around. So you do need to protect your peace, Aries. Okay, tell me about this 4 of Earth. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we have the Fool, we have the Moon, and we also have the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Okay, so right now is a time of, like, introspection. Like I said, with the Hermit, take some time out for introspection, take some time out for reflection. I also see you healing from some turbulent waters or some struggles. You're moving forwards though, which is great to see, especially mentally. Like, you're just getting more clarity on your path and your direction and, you know, where you're going in regards to your physical reality, your money, your material world. Like, you're getting more clarity on what path to take here, which is amazing. And so at the moment with the Fool, is that the Fool? Yeah, the Fool to the Moon, there's going to be, kind of from now to that full moon, the 17th September, from now to the 17th of September, there will be opportunities that are going to start to reveal themselves to you, or seeds that you've planted recently. You're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. You're kind of waiting to see what comes up. You're waiting to see what's going to sprout, what's going to grow. And it's kind of, again, this time with the fish, this moment of uncertainty and this moment of, like, trust and faith. And believing that even though you might not be able to see it right here, right now, doesn't mean it's not there. So that's very interesting stuff, Aries. Could be dealing with the Pisces, the Fool. But yeah, so you are needing to trust your intuition. Like, your intuition, it's guiding you, it's screaming at you, it's showing you the signs. Like, so you better listen. Now let's go into the Hermit and see what are you kind of figuring out as you take that time out for introspection. What's being illuminated? What key do you take? What door do you walk through? What are you finding out? What are you uncovering here? Down at the Hermit for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so wow, you've had a lot of swords, Aries. Like, really up in your head, up in the mental, up in your thoughts. Like, a lot of just, like, thinking, and not so much doing. But that's probably for the best. Probably not the best time to do a bunch of doing when you're so much in your head. That's why it's so important that you get grounded. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Yeah, goodness. 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords with the Hermit. There's this need to go inwards because there is some sort of, like, discomfort that you're experiencing, and it's about kind of sitting with it and acknowledging it rather than avoiding it or suppressing it. But it is feeling overwhelming. Can I get a little bit more insight on this though? Page of Pentacles. Some of you, it's like you're worrying and stressing about your money or your job, and you're just trying to figure out how on earth are you going to make this happen. Or tell me what the Hermit for Aries. Why is the Hermit here for Aries? You may feel like you're not doing enough, or it's like you're also being put in a situation where you're being kind of triggered. And you're like, why? Or like, you're trying to dig deep and get a bigger, clearer understanding. Can you tell me about the Hermit? Anything? Anything else about the Hermit? So you may also be like suffering in silence is what I'm seeing here. We had the Four of Pentacles. So some of you have been having to like reserve your spending, or, you know, you've really had to hold back from giving so much. Two of Pentacles. You're like juggling a lot. You're trying to consider which way to go. I'm hearing your need to conserve your energy. But so yeah, I kind of get this vibe like you could be doing this all on your own, or you're feeling very much like alone or not supported right now, or you may be feeling a little bit of like this lack in some area or some aspect of your life. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Let's see, Hermit. Literally, we're clarifying the Hermit. The Hermit's there. Two of Pentacles and the Hermit. You're just trying to figure out which way to go, what direction to take, what's going to be the best path. All right, and so as you're in Hermit mode, it's feeling a little overwhelming. It's feeling kind of like, oh, you feel a little trapped and it's uncomfy. Okay, damn. So eclipse. Oh right, eclipse season, Aries. Ooh, I'm sending you good vibes. Aries placement's probably going to be feeling this intense energy for the next month or so. Yeah, sending good vibes, lots of good vibes to you guys. And why is the Five of Air here for Aries? Okay. I have this Five of Air for Aries. We have the Empress and the Page of Wands. There is something that is attracting your attention, your curiosity, you're being pulled to this path here. Okay, so now you're starting to get clarity on which way to go. You're starting to be pulled in a direction that is leading you to a lot of abundance and prosperity, and you're starting to see your way out of this clouded mess. So that's fucking amazing. I love that for you. The Empress does talk about fertility, new growth, abundance, and really being in this attracting state, not so much of a doing state of like go, action, action, action. This is more of like, I'm going to call in and attract opportunities and abundance towards me. All right, so you're very magnetic, Aries. And yeah, I just see you getting your balance back, going back to this like ballerina. I see you getting your balance back. I see you getting back into this natural flow, this natural rhythm, this smooth, like effortless kind of, and this optimism too. All right, we even have the Page of Cups at the bottom. The Seven of Wands. See, there's this energy, and then Two Swords as well. See, again, crossroad vibes, choices, decisions, kind of feeling stuck. Which way do I go? By that full moon, you guys, by the full moon in Pisces, that partial lunar eclipse in Pisces, you're gonna have full clarity on what to do. But what I gotta say is, like, again, that Seven of Wands, especially, there's something you're doing or a path you're choosing that people might disagree with, or people might look at you like you got 2 heads, 5 heads, and they're like, why the hell would Aries do that? Or, oh my God, Aries, that's kind of risky. Or, Aries, don't you think X, Y, and Z? But take the path that you feel your heart is in it, or what speaks to your soul, you know? This is a time for you to explore. This is a time for you to explore the path that you're the most curious about, or the path that you're drawn to, okay? Because the energy doesn't lie. There is a reason why you're being called down this path, because it's the most abundant path. The fact that the Empress is out here, it's like, it's showing whatever path you choose, it is the path that leads to the most abundance, the most fortune, the most success, the most, like, look at how flourishing you're going to be. People are just, I think people will, if you're dealing with somebody that, or a group of people that are kind of like telling you what to do or how to live your life, or, you know, how to do your job or what, and, you know, hey, Everybody's got to learn, everybody's got to make money, and there's certain ways to go about that too. There's certain structures, rules you got to follow. But like, I just feel like you are pushing yourself to do things differently than other people, and people could be like projecting their own experiences onto you and be like, well, I couldn't do it, so why could Aries do it? Or Aries, you shouldn't do that because when I tried X, Y, and Z, this didn't happen, or this failed, or this messed up, and so you shouldn't do that either. It's just like, you know, you could be feeling the need to defend yourself or defend your actions or defend your choices. You see the vision, like the way this Page of Wands, he's looking over this wand, has like this glimmer. He sees the potential, he sees the light, and it's inspiring him. It's like he sees that it's going to take some work. Don't get me wrong. It's going to take some work. It's probably not going to happen overnight. But he sees that this leads to so much abundance. And if you can see it in your mind's eye, then you already know that's definitely going to be a reality if you were to take action and just like stay committed, right? And so you're optimistic about this. And even though there could be some naysayers, right? Or there could be people trying to convince you to choose otherwise, or to be like logical about this, or, you know, being told, no, you have to work hard. There's no easy solution. You got to work hard and just grind. It's like, you don't actually have to work that hard. People are trying to tell you, yeah, look at this, telling you to be a slave. Look, we got the devil underneath the Ten of Wands. People telling you, no, in order to be successful, in order to live an abundant, fulfilling life, you have to be you got to be up at 4 a.m. You got to get to your job. And I can't even get the words out. Yeah, I'd be looking like a fool, but it's like, no, like you don't have to sign up for that lifestyle. Basically, you don't have to sign up for that lifestyle. You can challenge it. You can live a more fulfilling life. And I see that that's where you're going. That's where you're headed. And fuck yeah, it takes a lot of bravery. It takes a lot of courage. And, you know, it's important that you are surrounded with those that believe in you. All right, talking about the Ace of Water. Ace of Water. And you know what's so funny, right? This Ace of Water, because it's a seahorse. And if I'm sure almost everybody knows, maybe not, but it's the male seahorses that give birth. It's not the female. And so I don't think there's any other species in this entire world that a male gives birth. So isn't that different, right? You choosing this path, you dare to be different, you're going to get different results than everybody else. 1000%. So in a way, it's like you're proving people wrong. People are telling you can't do that. That's not realistic. You're proving these naysayers wrong. You're proving these people wrong. I think that you had some doubts, but you're not giving into those doubts. You're not giving into those fears. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. Tell me about this Ace of Water, okay? Tell me about the Ace of Water. Queen of Swords coming out as your first card. Tell me the Ace of Water. So it's like you're being loving, but at a distance, or with boundaries, or, you know, let me get some more about this. Because, hold on, how many is this? That's too many. Anything about this Ace of Water? We gotta wrap this reading up soon. Judgment. There's this fucking calling. You're being called. Look, we have the 5 of Wands at the bottom. You're being challenged, or people are kind of challenging you, challenging your calling, but you know what your calling is. You know what your path is. You know what your direction is, whether it makes sense to people or it doesn't. And so when we're talking about relationships and your emotions here that are being brought to the forefront with the Queen of Swords and Judgment, it's like you have to, there's going to be feelings that come up, and you're going to be feeling conflicted about it, okay? You're going to be kind of pulled in 2 different directions. There's going to be part of you that wants to stick with the path that you're familiar with. There's going to be part of you that is like being urged, being pushed, very curious about the unexplored path. There's going to be this back and forth, okay? You're going to feel a little bit of this conflict of, like, which way do I go, right? Do you choose the safe path, or do you choose the path that lights you up, that fiery, passionate path, all right? There's this calling. You are being called to step right up and to fulfill this kind of, it's like relating to your soul path. It's relating to your destiny. It's relating to, you know, a certain mission you're here in this life to fulfill. And so, again, it's like, with this Queen of Swords, I'm really drawn to this little Can you see it? This little kitty cat. And cats can be so loving and so affectionate, but they can also be very detached and very distant, or very much like, I'm going to do my own thing. So it's kind of like, you can kind of like acknowledge your feelings, but choose the path that lights you up, okay? Even if it scares you, detach from those like fears or those doubts or those worries, or even like the heavier emotion, maybe sadness. I don't really see that though, you guys. I don't really see that. If I did, I would let you know. So, okay. And I guess it's just with strength coming out, which we're going to clarify that next. It's like the right people who are supposed to be in your life, they will be beside you and they will cheer you on, and you will be this light. I feel like, didn't you guys have the tiger in your last reading? I know we have the lion. Lions and tigers are very different, but I feel like if it was your reading, Aries, and you had the tiger, because I know someone last week had the tiger come out. I was like, go get him, tiger. It's like, literally though, it's like, hear me roar. You're this fucking lion, roar. And those that are supposed to be in your life, they are going to support you through it and cheer you on and be so proud of you. That, you know, you're going to have a lot of connections, whether you have them in your life right now or that's what's coming towards you. You're going to have a lot of people here who support you, support your vision, support your goals. And if people in your life don't do that right now, then kick them to the curb. All right. I know, easier said than done, but like, even just like loving from a distance, right? The Queen of Swords and that Ace of Water. It's like, you can love these people, but you can have boundaries and like have certain lines that they can't cross in order for you to live more of a healthier, fulfilling life or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is what came out for strength. We have the Sun, we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Y'all, the Five of Swords coming out twice. So we have the Five of Air, and now we have the Five of Swords. Double confirmation. You've had actually quite a few fives show up in your reading. 555. This is about you choosing the path. Let's see. Page of Pentacles, the Sun. The path that is going to lead to a lot of abundance, a lot of success, a lot of happiness and fulfillment. And again, it might require you to leave some people behind. That's going to take a lot of strength. That's going to take a lot of courage. Some things here aren't worth fighting for, especially when it's invading of your happiness, of your joy, and it's taking away from your best life. And so there are certain battles that aren't worth fighting, and you could be dealing with people that are just, I'm hearing some people that are just in it for the money. I don't know what the hell that's about, but that's for someone who maybe is just in it for the money. Okay. But so you might be dealing with somebody that's younger than you, or just like more mature than you, or I don't know, but you're getting clarity about those things. And I just get this vibe like you have to accept some sort of defeat here, or accept that some of these individuals can't be part of your journey, but that's because you're meant for more. You're in the process of attracting better or bigger things, or greater people, or, you know, greater resources, greater support. The Prince of Swords at the bottom, which is talking about quick, fast change, news, information, being a little bit impulsive. I gotta be honest. You might be very just like, okay, in the moment you're just gonna do it and not really think about it. Let's see, Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. I don't know. I just see you're gonna be taking some sort of quick action, and when you know, it's like, you remember how we started this reading where you're kind of like on the fence and you're kind of at this fork in the road and you're not quite sure which way to go, and maybe you're feeling emotional. Remember you have the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords and the Hermit. You're kind of feeling like you're going through this all alone, or a lack of support, and you're feeling kind of stuck, or you got to keep this to yourself. And yeah, it's like, look at how this is completely transformed, like this entire spread. Like, that's so wild. Yeah, that's all I got for you, Aries. I mean, I hope this helps. You're meant for something big. The universe has big plans for you. Big fat plans for you, taking you to a lot of success. You're in the early stages of this. You're in the very early stages of giving birth to something, and going through some growing pains, but just trust the process, trust yourself, and everything's unfolding and aligning for your highest good. So I'm gonna leave your reading here, Aries. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think of the new cards. You know, building a connection with it. I'm vibing with it. I like it. It's different, but I'm here for it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, feels, and private readings are available in the description box below. Have an amazing day. I will talk to you in your next reading, Aries. Bye.